Adding a rain and temperature sensor to your irrigation controls can save water, reduce utility costs, and extend the life of your system. These sensors automatically interrupt programmed irrigation cycles after a rain event or when temperatures are too low for your system to operate safely. In the state of Minnesota, all automatically operated landscape irrigation systems are required to have technology to interrupt programmed irrigation during periods of sufficient moisture. In this video, we will show you how to install a wireless rain and temperature sensor. Wireless sensors are easy to install and can be mounted in a variety of open areas. We have chosen a Rainbird WR2, but the setup for other models will be similar. Ensure the sensor you choose is compatible with your irrigation control system, and consult the user manual for your sensor to guide you during setup. The Rainbird WR2 has two main components: the controller interface and the sensor. The controller interface is wired to the irrigation control system. The sensor is mounted to an open area nearby and sends a signal to the interface during a rain or low temperature event. The interface then triggers the irrigation system to interrupt a scheduled irrigation program. Setup for the WR2 wireless rain and temperature sensor begins by mounting the control interface and wiring it to the irrigation system. Choose a position for your interface that is near your irrigation controls. Ensure the wires easily reach the controller's connection terminals. Also, be sure you can comfortably open the cover for your interface. Once you've located a suitable position, mark the holes used to secure the interface to the wall. If you need to create pilot holes, do that now. Use a drill or a screwdriver to secure the interface to the wall. Before you begin, disconnect the power to your irrigation controller. If it's plugged into an outlet, unplug it, and if it's hardwired, turn off the circuit breaker. Thread all wires for the interface through the hole in your irrigation controller. The red and black wires provide power to the interface. Loosen the screws for the 24-vac terminals, thread the red and black wires under the screws, and tighten the screws over the wires. The green and white wires allow the interface to communicate with the irrigation control system. These will be connected to the sensor terminals, usually labeled sensor or SEN. If your control panel has a bypass jumper attached to the sensor terminals, loosen the terminal screws and remove the jumper. Thread the green and white wires under the terminal screws and tighten the screws over the wires. Once all wires are secured, restore power to your irrigation control system. Now that your interface is connected to your controller, you will need to pair it with the sensor. Start by holding down both arrow buttons on the controller interface until the icon in the upper left corner begins to blink. This indicates the start of the installation sequence. Place the battery into the sensor. Use a flathead screwdriver or a coin to rotate the battery clockwise until it's secured in the lock position. The light on the base of the controller will blink once, indicating a good battery and lock compartment. The icon on your interface will stop blinking when the sensor is successfully paired. Choose a location for your sensor where it can accurately detect rainfall, somewhere that is not obstructed by the roof, trees, or other objects, and above areas that are watered by sprinklers. Consider a location where the sensor can easily be accessed, as the battery may need to be replaced or stored during winter. Lastly, ensure the location you choose supports a strong connection between the sensor and the interface. In this case, the communication range is about 700 feet. Once the sensor is successfully paired with the interface, the light on the base will blink for 20 minutes. The frequency of the blinking light indicates signal strength. 1 blink means there is a weak connection, and 4 blinks mean a strong connection. If the light on the sensor does not blink at all, choose a new location. The attachment bracket for this sensor is designed to easily be mounted on a gutter or flat surface. Consult the user manual for your sensor to guide you in mounting the attachment bracket in a location you have chosen. To install the sensor in the attachment bracket, remove the cap from your sensor, slide the neck of the sensor through the opening in the extension arm, and replace the cap. Slide the extension arm and attach sensor into the attachment bracket. There are several icons that may be displayed on the controller interface. Use the left and right arrow buttons to navigate between the icons and the plus and minus buttons to set your programming details. In the top left corner, we see the pairing icons. To the far left is the icon indicating the remaining battery life in the sensor. Next to it is an icon indicating the strength of the connection between the sensor and the controller interface. To the right of the pairing icons is the temperature indicator, used to adjust the set point and display the temperature relative to the set point. This sensor has 3 temperature set points: 33 degrees Fahrenheit, 37 degrees Fahrenheit, and 41 degrees Fahrenheit. The set point you choose is the temperature at which your irrigation program will be suspended. Choosing a higher set point can provide a buffer and is a more cautious approach. If your irrigation runs when the temperatures are near freezing, it can create icy conditions, damaging landscape plants and posing risk to your irrigation equipment. When the snowflake icon appears on your interface, your irrigation programs have been suspended due to temperatures falling below your set point. In the top right corner is the rainfall indicator, used to adjust the set point and to show the amount of rainfall relative to the set point. This sensor has 6 rain set points ranging from 1/8 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. The higher your set point, the more rainfall must occur before your sensor interrupts an irrigation program. Soil type plays a big role in choosing the right set point. To maximize water conservation, choose a rain set point that is as low as possible while ensuring the soil in your lawn is not over or underwatered. Start with the lowest set point and gradually increase if you feel your lawn is too dry. When the cloud with raindrops icon appears on your interface, your irrigation programs have been suspended due to rainfall that exceeds your set point. Along the bottom of the display screen are icons indicating irrigation mode. On the bottom left corner is a sprinkler icon. When the running water icon appears to the right of the sprinkler, your irrigation programs are running normally. When an X appears to the right of the sprinkler, your irrigation programs have been interrupted in response to a rain or low temperature event. In the bottom center of the screen, there is a circle icon showing the number 72. When this icon appears next to the X, the user has chosen to override program irrigation for 72 hours. When this icon appears under the running water, the user has chosen to run irrigation as programmed, regardless of rain or temperature events, for the next 72 hours. We hope this video has encouraged you to add a wireless rain and temperature sensor to your irrigation system. Taking this simple step can save water, save you money, and extend the life of your system. This is also the easiest way to ensure your irrigation system meets regulations set by the Minnesota legislature. For more information about home lawn irrigation, visit the University of Minnesota Extension Lawn Care webpage. Thanks for watching.